I don't stress one single bit when I go out to eat. I'm excited every single time. There's no guilt, none of that, because I have a plan and I know what my portion sizes look like. Guys, I have food scale tips because the food scale is the thing that controls the bathroom scale. As a matter of fact, if you just live by this scale right here, you don't even need your bathroom scale. Promise. Promise. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Your pictures will tell you more than your bathroom scale.
Your pictures, your food scale. If you're doing this right, the bathroom scale is going to say what you want it to say. All right? And I know that's a big deal for a lot of you guys. So, and I also know that a lot of you try to do this without a food scale. You guys think it's going to take a long time to use or something? I don't know. You think it's harder when making your recipes, or you think I don't know exactly what you think, but I know that a lot of you guys aren't using it. So we can start by using it. I'm going to give you some benefits and tips. The first one is definitely a benefit. If you use a food scale consistently over time, you actually calibrate your own eyes.
Yeah.
Facts. Ask Reagan. I have been using a food scale religiously with all of my meals since 2021, which is not very long. In just that short amount of time, I can look at something. This is 3 sweet potatoes. I can look at this and I can tell you how much I think this weighs. I can also take this, cut it up, and put the right amount on my plate. I want about 100 grams of this. Can you do that? Well, that's what you can do if you start to use a food scale. All right, so as you gain experience, you will develop the skill of estimating weights without a scale, which is the ultimate goal, right? Because you can go on vacation, you can go out to eat, and you know what you are eating. That's powerful right there. All right, so number 2, become comfortable with your scale. We have 2 of these in our kitchen. If you've been in the group for a long time, you know we keep one over here by the stove. We keep one right over here by where we make our coffee, because we weigh liquids in this house, okay? Very, very important. And sometimes I'm using the scale and she's trying to make a meal and she has to weigh her food. So you know what? Maybe you need 2, all right? Now, become comfortable. So start by measuring common foods: chicken, rice, oats. Let's do oats together, okay? Oats are a superfood. Now, how would I go about measuring this? Let's pretend this is my bowl, all right? We're gonna put the bowl on the scale and we're gonna turn it on. Now, I can turn it on and then put the bowl on there, and it's gonna say that the cup weighs 25 grams. But I don't wanna weigh the cup. I just wanna weigh the oats. So I'm gonna hit the tear button and clear it out. Now, I'm gonna add my oats. Now, how do I know how much to eat? Well, every single food package is gonna tell you in grams what the serving size is. That is what you need to go by. In almost every single bag or serving of oats that they have in the store, the serving size is 40 grams. So it's never gonna change. You're gonna pour 40 grams into this cup and you just measured out your oats. But oats are very easy to overeat. You have no idea how much you're doing. If you're trying to measure your food using cups, it's not gonna be as accurate. And I can show you what I mean by that. All right, let's get a cup. All right, here we go. Let's say cup of oats. Just kind of like off the top, right? That's 74 grams. How much was the serving size again? 40? This is 140 calories per serving. You just doubled it. That's scary, right? So whenever you guys are like, oh, I'm really strict. Oh, I try really hard. Are you trying this hard? Are you this strict? Because this will not allow you to get the wrong serving size. You are dead on balls accurate every single time if you are using this scale. If you are doing this, you're probably eating too much, okay? So therein lies your problem. Now, let's say I had someone who wanted to measure her mayo. She's like, hey, I'm making a sandwich. Well, how do I make this accurate? How do I know if I'm eating enough mayo? Well, mayo, I dropped a potato on the floor and I keep tripping on it. Mayo, let's see, 15 grams per serving, 110 calories per serving. But how do I get the right amount of this? Okay, let's say the scale's off. Let's say it's off. We'll turn it on. It's on, it says 0. We're gonna put the mayo on there. Now it says 346. Okay, well, I wanna know how much mayo I'm getting out of here, so let's pretend like there's nothing on the scale. We're gonna put 0. Now, I'm gonna pull out negative 15 grams, and that's gonna give me exactly what I need. Now that wasn't hard at all. All I had to do differently when making the sandwich is put the scale here and turn it on. A little bit of brain power, not much, a little bit. And when you're doing it this way, of course, the number will say negative. Now, another way that you can do it, you can take your slice of bread, put it on here, hit 0, and you can add your mayo until it says 15 grams on the scale. There's a couple of different ways that you can do it, but the point is, you gotta try, okay? Now, that is getting comfortable with your scale, playing with some things, hitting the tear button to clear it out so that you can add another item or add a bowl and add your items to the bowl, all right? Now, number three, stick to grams for precision. Now, I touched on this a little bit, but there are different units of measurement on a scale. Now, that can be a little intimidating, right? So, milliliters comes up on the scale. Now, that's for measuring liquids, but here's the trick. Milliliters is going to yield the same number that grams is going to yield. They're the same, all right? Cool, so that makes things really easy. Now you have ounces or pounds. Now, which one do you think you're gonna be using more of? Ounces. I try to measure everything in grams. Like I put here on the note, it's just better for accuracy, okay? Now, the next one is practice with packaged foods. Measure out foods like cereal or peanut butter to compare your portion to the serving size listed to the label. Test your eyes. Pull out what you think is a serving of peanut butter. Put it on the scale. I know some of you guys think that peanut butter is a protein source. It is not. Peanut butter is a fat source. If you're looking at a food label and it has more fat than it has protein, it is a fat source. Measure by liquid weight is next. So I already covered this one earlier. I told you guys 1 milliliter equals 1 gram. They are the same. So measuring out your liquid, like she just did, you guys can see her doing it behind me. She's measuring out our half and half into the coffee because we want to make sure we get 30 milliliters or grams. That's what it says on the box, right? 30?
Yeah.
30 milliliters.
2 tablespoons.
And she's measuring it in grams on the scale instead of milliliters, I'm sure, because we always use grams. Second to last one here is learn food density. Understand the density of foods like rice versus quinoa or different oils to improve estimates when eating out or when you don't have your food scale. And I talked about that at the very beginning on calibrating your eyes. Part of the calibration process is learning density of foods. So you quickly understand which foods weigh more, which ones weigh less, which ones have more volume. And your eye learns that. And once you know that, man, no one can take that away from you. No one. You take that with you on vacation. You take that with you to every restaurant. I'm telling you, it is powerful. I don't stress one single bit when I go out to eat. I'm excited every single time. There's no guilt, none of that, because I have a plan and I know what my portion sizes look. I'm not afraid to ask for menu changes. I'm not afraid to call ahead. You guys have to be vocal about your needs in 2025. Stop being shy and, oh, well, I'm going with so-and-so and they're going to judge me if whatever. They are not trying as hard as you are. They are not watching live streams like this to try and educate themselves, to try and learn how to use a food scale to become more empowered. Let them laugh. The days of you worried about what other people think, those need to be done. You need to worry about you and what's best for you. And maybe it's best if you call ahead to see if a restaurant can accommodate for what you want and what you need. Be vocal about what you need. Last one, use tear techniques. Weigh multiple ingredients in one container by tearing each addition. This works when building meals like smoothies, salads, or big dinners. I hope that you guys all have an incredible day and you know what to do. Keep becoming the best version of you. I love you guys. Bye.